This is coming to you from the heart of the Pacific, brought to you by Pauly by Design.
Respected at all times.
Broadcasting from San Francisco, California, the city by the bay.
It's about to go down.
We shine on positive Pacific Islander role model every Sunday.
Party on a Sunday.
From 10 a.m. to noon, it's time for the iconic Faika podcast with your hosts,
Listening to
Naki and Carl.
Right on time.
Right on time. The equipment works.
Uh-oh.
It's a sunshiny morning.
Yeah.
Birds must be chirping outside.
Or tripping.
Good morning, Faika family. Today is the 4th of August, 2019, episode 27 of season 3 of the Faika podcast. I'm your host, Carl, and with me, as always, your second host, the lovely Naki. Good morning, Naki.
Good morning.
Also in the Pauly by Design Media Center this morning, our brother, our newest member and coordinator of all Pauly by Design health and wellness initiatives, our very own Neo Vea. Good morning, brother.
Tayo Manuia.
Congratulations. What a fantastic write-up on social media today or this week.
Go.
Yes, thank you. That was awesome.
It was.
I think I got more hits than Leah.
All Naki's idea.
Okay.
Did you get more hits
I
than
did.
Leah?
I'm
She's
calling her
gonna
out.
hate
People
that.
better pay attention to her.
Okay.
You know Leah was famous.
Maybe not, but I'm just putting it out there.
Yeah.
We'll have to count those up.
She's on it right now.
She's on it right now. She's on her way to church. Good morning, Leah.
That's right.
Miss ya.
2-6. This morning we will talk about our usual check-ins, as always. And then we're going to dive into a whole bunch of topics, including, but not limited to, the mass shootings that we've had over the last couple days. Not just the last couple days, but 2019 is just off and running to the same thing that happened in 2018 and 17. We'll talk about perceptions of what that means for society overall, and then what are we going to do about it. Also, Polynesians in film. So we have several names
That we're gonna drop?
Yeah, that we're gonna
Name drop.
talk about. And the now world famous neck tattoo on For the Culture's host Bexx.
Yeah. Let's dissect that. Let's see what's going on there.
That girl got people talking. I listened to their they had a special episode dedicated just to all the fallout and discussion about that. So a lot of good stuff going on. That is our show for today. Naki, what's good?
Good morning. So this week we had our cab meeting.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
We had that in Millbrae.
Yeah, Essence of Mana.
What was the name of that restaurant?
The name of the restaurant
What is
was
the name of that?
Peter's Cafe.
Peter's Cafe.
Not to be confused with Pete's.
Pete's. Yes.
Oh, 2 different locations?
I believe so. I was thinking of Pete's Coffee, and Carl was correcting me.
Okay,
It's
Peter's. It's a kind of an old school
It's
kind of
very
diner,
old
kind of
in Millbrae.
It's
Really?
been there for a long
Yeah,
time.
I was just gonna get to
It's
that.
not
Yes.
old diner food.
No,
Yeah.
but it's
Really good.
I had the local moco,
Yeah.
which well, you can't go wrong. It's all about the gravy, right? So they get a pass. They get a pass.
Yeah.
But I've had better though.
Yeah.
Mine is better. I make local moco.
I know, because you local
I
moco.
local moco. Hey, what did
So,
you have? What did you
I
have?
had the shrimp Louis salad.
Oh, that's
A shrimp
massive
Louis. Yes,
salad. I
massive
was
salad.
like, what you
I'm
eating
back on the
carbs?
low carb.
Yeah.
Low carb. Not
Yeah.
no carb, just low carb.
See, take it slow.
So I'm taking it slow. So we did the Essence of Mana Advisory Board CAB meeting put on by Asian
So what does CAB
American
stand for?
Community Advisory Board.
Oh, there you cab.
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 So that was in Millbrae at Peter's Cafe, and then we had a good meeting. And
I don't know what Carl had though, because he was really quiet over there.
Oh, I was boring.
Breakfast.
What was your breakfast?
Bacon and eggs.
Yeah.
That
Bacon
sounds
and
good right
eggs.
now though.
Yeah.
I did not have the pancakes.
I was gonna
Pancakes
say,
look good.
Oh.
They were,
And they were reasonably sized. Like every
Yeah.
restaurant you go to now, it's like a contest to see how big can you get a steering wheel size
yeah,
like pancake,
yeah.
and the pancakes actually were sensible. So
They were sensible, but by the time I finished mine, look, they were cold, and I hate cold pancakes.
should have ordered, maybe had them bring those later.
Oh,
Yeah.
Sorry, Nick. Go.
No, you're fine. And then Friday, okay, that was Wednesday. Then Friday we had Journey to Empowerment, J2E.
Yes, that was
It happens every first Friday of the month at
yes.
our second home in Daly City. This month it was J2E presented Happy Planting, and the facilitators were Mary Veda, which is Neil's sister,
I missed it. So
and Chris,
what were they planting?
and Tutu. They were planting
Succulents.
succulents. They were planting succulents. And tell us your succulent story,
No, I
Neil.
won't because I'm embarrassed. Because I saw it and I thought it was like edible plants.
Yeah.
We're going to eat that stuff?
Yeah,
And they're
yeah.
like, no, it's succulents. And then they have to kind of explain the whole succulent thing.
Yeah.
They took it in other directions, but I understood the
Oh,
succulent
okay.
thing.
Yeah, so Mary and Chris and Tutu did a great job. There was tons of people there. Tons
Man,
of
more than normal.
New faces. I mean, everyone was new. And so they described, wellness and how planting was,
Yes.
it helps you with wellness.
No,
and
it
how,
does.
Yeah.
It really does. It's calming.
And then everybody walked away with the plants that they planted themselves.
Except for the polys.
Yeah.
Yeah, where were the polys at?
Well, we were in the kitchen because it was so packed. There was nowhere to sit. And they ran out of chairs. So that was awesome.
But
So-
they didn't run out of food because the polys were guarding.
Yeah. But it was good. They had good food, good people, good topic. They did a really great job. So kudos to Mary, Chris, and Tutu. And then, so like I said, Journey to Empowerment is every first Friday of the month. Next month, they're doing Move Mana, which is they're going to introduce yoga to Pacific. It's a Pacific Islander young lady who does yoga, so she's bringing it to Journey to Empowerment. So that's going to be awesome.
Wonderful. Had to bring like yoga mats and yoga blocks and all that kind of stuff.
But what I do know is that they're going to do yoga first and then eat. There's no eating beforehand. Because I don't know why, because I've never done yoga, but
Yoga's not to be played with.
so you might Hawaii.
Or no, we'll see. Okay, so I facilitated once. I mean, I had a program once with Armando Luna, who does, and the polys that showed up, they, we laid down and you started to hear. So yoga is not a good poly thing. That's why we stick to hot Siva, because you're upright, you're moving, but yoga is very relaxing, and so you did hear some people snore, and I was like, I'm so embarrassed.
Yeah. So that's what. Okay.
Journey to Empowerment
So Journey to Empowerment is having Move Mana, and that's September 6th, and so you're gonna eat afterwards, and so that's good to know.
Really?
Yeah. So you don't get sick. And then after Journey to Empowerment, it was such a good crowd. And then Nani and Junior were there, and then they had a raffle, and then it was so cute because all the community people like Daniel and you and me, when they called our names when we won, everybody's like, no, donate it back. Yeah.
I mean, if it was the toilet paper or detergent, I would have kept it.
The toilet paper was gone already, so I was like, no, I'm good. That is like a hot commodity.
Yeah, they're like, this is toilet paper.
They raffle off rolls of toilet paper, like a 12-pack or something
The
like
kind you
that.
get at Costco sometimes, yeah.
And those are always the first things to go.
Man.
And hey,
hygiene's important.
right. So toilet paper was gone, so I didn't,
Yeah, that was very honorable because I would have took it. I said, yeah, okay, I'll take.
Yes. Yeah. So I love that all the community people were like, no, give it back, give it back. So then after Journey to Empowerment, we went to Rock's Den. And we were celebrating. There was a celebration, a small celebration for Patsy Tito. It was her birthday. She's the executive director for Small and Community Development Center. And so they just had a small get together. It was like a last minute.
It was very small but very loud.
It was so much fun.
Yeah, it was
they had
awesome.
great music. They played Sawa music and all the old school songs. And so
were there
everybody
any
was singing.
outstanding kind of like people that were there that were more noticeable than others?
And not that I can think of right off the bat. I can't think of anybody.
Pretty quiet.
Well, it wasn't quiet, but they
Okay.
did play oldies, a lot of oldies songs, and the whole bar like were singing and shouting. It was
That's
so
true.
neat. It
Go
was
to
so
my
good.
Snapchat. No, I'm just
Oh
kidding.
yeah, yeah. So I love that they played a lot of oldies, and everybody was just singing at the
It
top.
was
of
great.
It was so cool.
A great cake. That
Yeah.
cake was awesome.
With strawberry and
Banana, chocolate
whipped
cake
cream.
with whipped cream.
Yes. Oh my
And
God.
where did it come from?
Came from Pacifica.
Mazzetti's.
Mazzetti's.
So if you know anything about that bakery, it's awesome. Sometimes they'll have lines out there. Their pies, they're like they're not really like Samoan half moon pies, but they have blueberry, boysenberries. Oh man,
You like
it-
berry.
Man, that stuff is so good.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna have to check them out one day.
Yes, one day.
So we had, the cake was good. The entertainment, the place was very nice. We had our own like kind of
Little area.
little area,
Yeah, with
and
a
then,
fireplace.
but we pretty much took over the whole place
Yeah.
because there was someone dancing and
Yeah.
singing, and
Yeah.
so it was a really
It
good
was
time.
awesome.
Had
It
by
was so
all.
good to see everybody.
Had by more than some people had more fun than others.
Oh yeah, they did. Didn't they? The ride home was hilarious.
Yes, yeah. So that was good. Happy birthday, Patsy.
Yes, Patsy, happy
Happy
birthday.
Tomorrow is my oldest daughter, Evelyn. Tomorrow is her birthday, so we'll be having a birthday
Happy
day.
birthday.
Happy birthday to my baby.
How old's your baby?
Oh gosh, she will be 28.
Okay.
Yes, I know.
Wow, they're always your babies, though.
I know.
No, seriously.
Yeah, so she's going to be 28, and tomorrow is her birthday, and then the day after that is my daughter-in-law, Kea. She's my son's girlfriend, and they've been together for 6 years, so she is pretty much
Happy
my child.
birthday.
Yes. So happy birthday to Evie, and happy birthday to Kea.
You guys doing anything for
We are
birthdays?
so all the time it's one of my kids' birthday. We have dinner, and
That's
then
nice.
we make whatever they request. And
Yeah.
so there's a chicken broccoli dish that we make, and so she
Ooh.
requested that we make that. Yes,
Does
and then
it have
salad.
cream cheese in it or anything? Or
It has shredded chicken, cream of mushrooms.
oh, soup. Yeah.
Yeah, and then broccoli, mushrooms.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So it's layered, and then cheddar cheese, sharp cheddar cheese on top. It's really
Ooh,
good.
I love that.
Yeah, my kids love that. So that's what we're having for dinner.
Nice. Oh, so it's all like homemade food.
It's all homemade food.
Nice.
It's all we never go out. It's more intimate, and we get more quality time when we're all
Oh,
together.
seriously?
And they're all together. My kids are all together this weekend because it's 2 birthdays, so
Aw.
they're celebrating. So yeah,
That's great.
no parents allowed. But yeah, that was my
Okay.
week. How was your week?
You know, since being, I don't want to say unemployed, I've been more busier than ever.
Exactly.
You
You're everywhere.
know, community type stuff. This Friday I'll be at the Historical LGBTQ Center. I'm going to be one of the panelists on there. They're going to talk about people of color, the history that they played in the LGBTQ community.
Nice.
And well, I'm gonna say I'm the oldest one there because my track record really started from the 70s on up. So they're like, yeah, could you come on in and share a little knowledge? And I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever. So we'll be talking about that, but it's an Asian Pacific Islander panel group. So
Very
you're-
nice.
If you're free, it's a free event.
Oh.
Just come on in and you'll learn more about what people of color in the LGBTQ community went through in the 70s and 80s, especially when the AIDS epidemic broke out and how a bunch of people went back in the closet. And so we'll be talking about that.
Awesome.
Let's see what else. My car is not working, so if any reliable mechanics are out there, I mean, if it's not one thing, it's another, right?
Always.
And it was last week Sunday. I kind of, after the show, when I was going home, it felt funny.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, don't pull over, just wait till it stops. And thank God I made it all the way home because I'm sweating all the way home, right?
Yeah.
And it stops right when I pull into my parking space. So it's like, yeah, okay, this is it. That's it. Take the bus.
No bus.
So I've been Ubering it around if I have to do anything. Very, very reliable source of transportation. Let's see, working on some program ideas that we can
Yes.
have. I definitely want to get back into the hot Siva scene because for us seniors, you need to stretch a little and move a little. So I'm working on a couple of areas that I can probably do it for free. in the beginning because we all got to eat.
Right.
But yeah, for me, I just love the connections with the older crowd. You know, we're not going to do like massive running or Zumba running and get all sweaty.
Yeah.
We're just going to breathe and we're going to do a couple of moves and you know, Polynesian dancing and just kind of meditate and soak all that in and stretch those hips. And so I'm working on that.
Awesome sauce.
And then that's about my week. You know, being at home, you clean a lot.
I know.
I'm starting to arrange things, and I know they don't like it because I'm like throwing shit out and rearranging, bringing things in, and because of where we live, there's a lot of construction and, you know, things going on. So we're starting to get a lot of little visitors. Yeah, not a good thing because
Scary worry.
I'm not gonna lie, I run and scream when I see those things. So I've been thinking about a cat, right? Like, I need a cat.
Right.
And you know, talk about manifesting. So this morning, this Shadow's going crazy.
Aww.
There's this cat in our backyard, huge old cat. And I'm like, okay, Shadow's gonna have a heart attack because he hates cats. So my thing was, I was gonna get a kitten and bring it in the house, you know. And But yeah, so we have a lot of little critters running around because of the gentrification of buildings going down and.
We don't like cats at my house.
You know what? I'm a dog man, right? I mean, I love my dog, but I don't like mice.
Let me tell you why we don't like cats.
Okay.
Because it's Mo's sign. Like when we get cats, so it's Mo. You know, the Sawa.
No, seriously.
So Mo's family, when they Mo. When we hear a cat crying at our window, that means somebody has passed away or is going to pass away.
Or bad luck or something.
Ours is always somebody's going to pass away.
Okay.
So whenever we hear cats at our window, and it's always late at night, we already know somebody's going to, and Mo will try to shoo the cat. It's too late. Yeah. But it's so cute it's not cute, but when my kids hear cats, they'll like get up. Mama, there's a cat crying at our window. I'm like,
oh my God.
Go back to sleep, go back to sleep. And I'll be like, you fucking get
the hell out of here.
And
no,
so
we
hate cats,
And especially when they sound like babies crying.
Right.
My mom was a cat person.
Yeah.
You know, and when she passed, we had 4 of her cats still. Yeah. And they knew. Mm-hmm. They like were now not peeing in the place that they normally go. Like the cat, they were just really miserable and and at one time we were allergic to cats. But I think once you become exposed to it, you kind of build up a tolerance, right? Nobody was rubbing their eyes or sleep. The only time that anything happened is like if they scratched you, you'd get a little like swelling.
Oh, yeah.
But so now I need a cat because of the damn little mices that are running around.
Yeah.
And then now that I have more free time, you know, there are issues like you've seen, double parking in my neighborhood. Yeah. Like all the way down the street. And I know it's a problem, so but I am going to see if the city. Well, I sent out an email, Mr. Walton, a couple of weeks ago, Percy, and I never got a reply. So I talked to another community member, and I know they're probably really busy at the supervisor's office. Right. But what I'm trying to propose, or maybe that we can do, is have permit parking where we live, because a lot of those people, they're like five families in a house, because the bedrooms are all
deep.
4 4 bedrooms, and you can actually cut the living room in half and you can have an extra 2, and then part of the kitchen, because it's so huge, you can block off. So I've seen houses where there are up to 7 bedrooms in these houses.
Wow.
So can you imagine if 7 adults
cars,
there's 7 cars. So it's crazy. It's at night, everybody, and I'm so grateful because I have one stall, and of course being the elder, you get that stall.
Right.
And so I have no problems, but I can. My sister sometimes has to park, like we're Daly City County,
Oh, yeah.
And the girls do, and sometimes at night, you don't want them walking, home.
Yeah.
So I'm proposing to the city to see if we can get it permitted, or make it a one-way street to where each resident can have an additional parking in front of their house, and then everybody else, whatever's available, they can have. because it's getting crazy.
It's getting crazy there.
Yeah, and like this morning when we came, you see, and
Double
it's kind of
parking.
dangerous when
Yeah.
you go around the corners and all these double parked cars. So
Yeah.
something's going on in the city. So I'm working on that. My dryer is not working anymore. See, I have a lot of free time.
Oh,
and
there
look
you
at all
go. You're fixing problems.
Yeah, can you fix a dryer?
Mo can, I'm sure.
There you go.
Mo does
Mo
everything.
can. No, so I'm looking. It's a pretty old dryer, so you kind of outweigh. Do I get it repaired or
Does
do
it
I buy?
not turn or does it not dry?
It just ain't heating up. Like
Does it works. It's
It
just
works.
The heating elements.
Yvette was saying maybe because of the hole that goes through the wall, like it disconnects from this pipe that goes into that forces the air to go up. I was gonna say mechanic. I'm not a repair person, but I'm at the point where I'm like, okay, I'm gonna save my coins and just get in the fucking dryer.
Yeah.
Because it's not cute to wear clothes that are kind of semi-wet, unless you're in a t-shirt competition. But yeah. So I've been dealing with a lot of that, and yeah, it's just I'm busier doing other things during the week than my normal, activism. However, I have gotten a call from a couple of places. One place in particular that wants to talk about some stuff. So
awesome.
That's my week.
Yay.
Yeah. How about you, Mr. Carl, flying Mr. Jet Setter?
Actually, I got to stay home all week.
Oh,
Nice.
I had a really stressful Monday. Probably one of my most stressful days in work that I can really remember. So it may be the most stressful day that I was a part of some layoffs. And you talk about people's, livelihoods and their careers, and people have, they've got mortgage payments, they got kids, they got to feed, they got to feed mouths. And I get the other side of it. I get the other side is that there are companies like Kmart and Wards and Sears that didn't make changes, and they went out of business. So I think you're protecting the remainder. The overall. And we had the same kind of thing happen in 2005. We closed 150 stores. Which a large portion was in my area at the time, and that was the best thing to do. They hadn't made money, in a long time. So that was my Monday. Tuesday was the same thing. Wednesday morning, I got through a whole bunch of stuff, and I thought, you know what? I'm gonna get down to Burlingame, or where were we? Millbrae.
Millbrae.
Yeah. And on a whim, I thought,
was good to see
I'm gonna head down there and hop in. So after that, I got some really good time with my daughter. She's back from Malia was back from college.
Oh, that's nice.
She had requested that the family have a dinner on Friday night. So we went to the Yard House. You guys been to the Yard House?
I've heard about it though.
Yeah, it's a nice restaurant. It was a surprise to the parents and the grandparents didn't go, but it was a surprise choice because ever since they've been kids, we've been going to this sushi place or this pizza place, Chicago Fire Pizza. That's the two places that we've gone
you guys go to. And this time
Friday,
around,
they're like, "Want to go to the Yard House?" And wow, okay. I mean,
what type of food?
Everything.
Yeah.
Really. I mean, it's kind of a. Well, they have a whole bunch of beer. So they have
beer.
150 taps or some crazy number of that. But other than that, it's kind of like a BJ's Brew House.
Oh, okay.
Big menu.
Yeah.
All kinds of different
nice
stuff.
servings.
Yeah, nice servings. Pizza, pasta, steak, fish.
I'm hungry.
So that was fun. Yesterday, I went and put a TV into my father's room, the facility he's in.
How large of a TV?
Not real big. He didn't really want it real big.
Yeah.
Because he's close to it. So, but there's a USB port, so I'll get to download the stuff that he likes at home, and then take it and put it in the TV that he gets to watch.
What kind of shows does he like?
He likes the Faika podcast on YouTube.
Nice. There you go, Pops.
Hi, Uncle Bob.
Nice.
So he watches that on his phone, and now it's like, no, you can watch that.
Oh my God! So now we got to be really respectful, Naki.
No. He loves me just the way I am.
He's not of that.
Right.
Speak, act, do a certain way. And what did I do yesterday? Yesterday, that was it. I hung around the house. Went to go see my dad, put the TV in, and hang out with Malia before she took off for college.
So, with all this stress in your life, how are you handling it? I mean, like I was going through the same situation. I mean, different situation, but I had a lot of stress, and food became my best friend.
So I have been eating out of control. That's the bad thing. The good thing is I've spent a lot more time with my kids.
That's awesome. That's stress less.
That was a source of like, let me go take a good peek into their lives and see what they were doing, and sit down and spend good time with. I was spending some time with my youngest son, Nainoa, and I go, hey, remember I took him to, like 2 years ago, I took him to a video game convention in Austin, Texas. And we were there for a week.
Wow.
And got to spend, a whole bunch of time together.
Awesome.
And I was talking to him in the house, I think Thursday, and I was like, hey, where would you want to go again? And would you want to go back to, it's called the Rooster's Teeth Expo, RTX. I go, would you want to go back to RTX, or what would you want to do? And he goes, He thinks about it. He goes, no, I wouldn't want to go to RTX. He goes, yeah, I think I'd want us all to go back to Disneyland.
Oh, nice.
I was like, Disneyland? I didn't even know. I knew we had a good time. I mean, kids, because we went, they were like 12. We went a whole bunch of times, but the last time they went, they were 12, 13 maybe, and we got to go back and forth. They went on the big rides. And so talking to him, I was kind of like, really? Disneyland? I mean, okay. And he goes, yeah, that was, I really liked that time when we all went as a family.
Wow.
I was like, oh, man, that's like what you want as a parent, is for them to like it.
Yeah,
and then when they're so,
memories.
too cool for school, kind of,
Yeah.
you can't tell they loved it. And so then we brought that up to them at dinner and said, hey, we go on a family vacation, where would you want to go?
Right.
And man, these are really cool places. London, Iceland, Yellowstone, just all these
just traveling.
really cool places. And Disneyland came up. All three of them loved that. And
Wait, Disneyland's in Los Angeles, right?
Disney World in Orlando. Disneyland. Yeah, and then I don't even know if is there still Disney Euro?
Something. Well, there's something in Hawaii.
Is there?
There's a resort.
Oh, resort.
There's,
I
know
Disney Euro.
In Japan. I think there's a Disneyland in Japan.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Well, you're lucky they didn't say that. Let's go to Japan to Disneyland.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I threw Samoa in there, and he went, that's for you, Dad.
But when they get older, they're going to say,
I want to go to Samoa.
Yeah, see what that's all about.
Yeah.
I said, okay, that's for me.
Yeah, I want to go.
We're going.
Soon.
We're going to go soon.
Yes.
All we got to do is pick it again, and then we'll have...
Put it out there.
Put it out into the universe.
Bush girl over there with her camera hand taking pictures of us on the beach.
Well, here's the thing. Not only did we make it out there, but we were on freaking media.
I know. We were on the radio.
I mean, it was like,
we were doing interviews.
Yeah, like we were supposed to be discovering ourselves, and yet we're still discovering things of other people. I tripped off that because, especially in Upolu, right? I mean, I know it was a connection with Doris to go on. Now, what was the name of the show? Tea Time with
Lupe Lu.
That is such a classic name. Tea Time with Lupe Lu.
Mm-hmm.
And here we are, these three activists from California, on the air. I'm like, wait, why is this happening? We're supposed to be on a beach.
Right.
But we
still
did
doing
make it.
what we do.
Yeah.
You know what I found interesting about that night, or that morning, was that, so we were all getting ready to film, right?
Right.
And Leah and I are actually going around taking pictures of the cameras and trying to get that, that kind of iconic shot of the moment.
Yeah.
And it starts pouring. I mean, and it starts
raining
pouring.
hard. Yeah.
And it's I don't know, tin roof, but I mean, it's a loud roof. And it feels like there's a hurricane coming.
Man.
Everybody who wasn't from Samoa was looking at each other like,
what the hell?
what the heck? everybody who was from Samoa didn't even look up.
Yeah,
they were
it
like
was
plugging
like-
cords in and moving stuff around. That was like normal for them. I thought the roof was gonna blow off.
No, we went shopping at the mall where Tonroll is.
Uh-huh.
It rained so hard, like this, and this is great because I had my aunt with me, my 95-year-old aunt, 94, and they're saying in Samoa, "Oh, it's raining! Don't let her go out there." She's like, "I'm not scared of the rain." They all run and grab umbrellas, and they're escorting this 94-year-old woman to the car. They all come back, and I'm like, "Okay, I guess I gotta run to the car." But that rain was like, dude, it was like somebody was standing there with buckets.
Yeah.
And then it stopped, cleared up, and everybody's still walking around. I'm like, jeez.
When we were in the water at Fiafia Beach,
Oh, yeah,
you
that
could
was
see
the rain
the
coming.
storm
Yeah.
at the top of the mountain, and you could see like buckets coming down the mountain, and then the storm came down the mountain,
Yeah,
right
I
on top
remember
of
that.
us.
I remember that.
rained and just dumped on us for about 5 minutes,
And then,
and then it
went away.
sprinkled, and then it was light, and then it was gone.
And then there was this girl on this surfboard who was showing off. I don't know what she was trying to do. But I was like, somebody needs to push her over.
I think I saw her in the bushes. She was
Yeah.
hiding like in some-
Always, she was the bush girl, man, with the camera.
Uh-huh.
Like everywhere you looked, there she
Yeah.
was.
Yeah.
But we
Words.
did get some beautiful,
Oh,
iconic
yeah.
We
pictures.
make fun of her,
that
and
she
then
did.
we take her stuff
Yeah.
and post it up on the wall.
There you
Right,
go.
right.
But yeah, I was getting annoyed. I thought, maybe I should carry a rock or something.
No.
Yeah, it's a leopard. Oh wait, they don't have leopard in Samoa. But yeah, so your week sounded pretty fulfilling and relaxing.
It was, and I'm looking forward to getting here this morning for the show.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you got words, so we can break.
All right. Samoan Solution endeavors to maintain Samoa as a teaching tool and a means of uniting the Samoan people through cultural, educational, and community building events. Epi Almavai and Whangamisa have grown this grassroots organization into a staple in the San Francisco area PI community each year with great programs like Whangonga o Samoa, the Turkey Trot, and the Illuminati Scholarship. We thank our sisters over at Samoan Solutions and appreciate their guidance and support for Poly by Design and the programs that they put on for the community. Thank you, Epi and Whanga. Essence of Mana Family Night invites you to their free 12-week class designed to support adult family members, develop communication skills and tips, and lead to more love and nurturing family relationships. Free for the whole family. Classes start back up August 8th, right around the corner. 4 days away. That's Thursday this week, right?
Free
Yes.
is good. Free is good.
Free
Starts
Free
Thursday.
starts Thursday this week, August 8th, 2019, from 5:30 p.m. to 9 p.m. Gives you time to get here after work. For more information and to pre-register, please contact Nani Wilson at 650-243-4850 or email her at nwilson@aars.org.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have the music?
Our next song is
What's our song?
Tanel Flavor. You're listening to the Faika podcast. We'll be right back.
4850 or email her at nwilson at
I love you, the way you hit my chest like a boom boom bass. You light up the room with your sweet taste. No one can take your place, how you smell so good, so misunderstood. But I know one day my papa will see the love we share so effortlessly. Yes, I need you to give me through the light, wrap yourself around my heart and make it so right. And no one can compare, 'cause I can take a taste of the sour taste.
back. You're listening to the Faika podcast. I am Naki, and with me in the studio, as always, is Carl
What's up, Neki?
and my boyfriend Neo.
My girlfriend. I love that song. That was a nice song.
I know that was Tanel Flavor, so you know,
It was some flavor.
We don't own the rights to that song, but shit, I played it. Damn.
Yeah, I mean, you know,
It's not copyrighted. Shit.
I don't like that whole. I mean, I get it, but
Uh-huh.
man, it makes our job a little harder.
It does.
They don't want to hear us sing. We could sing.
Right. You don't
Right.
want none.
We're not
You don't want none of
copyrighted.
that.
You don't want that.
Yeah. So, okay, let me just do my thank yous because we're going to dive into shit and then I'm going to
Okay.
forget. So,
Let's thank those people.
every week we like to thank our followers and people who support PBD and the Fight
Yes.
Podcast.
Yes,
So,
we do.
appreciate.
I love them.
Edwina Pa'u from. I'm sorry I did that. From Alameda, California.
Thank you, Edwina.
We love you.
Amanda. Yeah.
You're my
Amanda
Now she's got the giggles.
Ma'ufifita from Auckland,
Hey,
New
very
Zealand.
good.
Thank you, Amanda. You want to give this one a shot? Or you
Yeah. Are you done with it? All love.
Aulua Saulala Latu from
Come on.
Tonga Tatupu, Tonga.
Tonga,
Thank you,
yes,
Aulua.
yes.
That was great.
Sovita Fialu from Reno, Nevada, by way of Leone, American Samoa.
Hey, Leone.
Yay.
Where my dad's from Leone. Oh, sorry.
Oh,
And
yeah.
We hope the next person has free bedrooms and a place for us to stay because she's from Seattle, Washington.
Yay.
Hey, we're coming up there,
Yay.
Seattle.
Thank you, Bree Tia from
Yes.
Seattle, Washington.
We're headed. So
We're
thank
headed
you.
your way.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone. For
Recommendations
liking
on
us
good
and
food,
putting
please.
You're
our
gonna
page.
hear.
Yes. All right.
We're here.
We are headed to Seattle, Washington, October 4th weekend
Yes.
for Utopia Seattle's pageant.
And-
So I'm
yeah.
excited about that.
Me
That is-
too.
Shut
What?
up. So we're headed to Seattle, Washington. So look for us. We'll look for you.
Food.
Bring us food when you see us. Just
Food.
hand me food.
Yeah, all carbs. No.
So there you go.
Yeah.
So this week, hot. Bexx Bumble
For the
from
Culture?
For the Culture.
To'omalatai.
Yes.
Malatai.
And For the Culture is a podcast that is on every Monday. You can
Yes.
find them on SoundCloud.
Nice.
And
With
everywhere.
D-Boy.
Apple and everywhere.
They
So
do
when,
an
Yeah.
amazing job of getting the young people. Like
Right.
we struggle to get young people
Yes.
Right.
on our show. That's their that's
their
they
thing,
get-
though.
Yeah.
It's
That's
so
their-
it's
that's
Danny
their
Boy
market,
and
right.
Bexx have this For the Culture. And a couple of months ago,
Right.
she got this tattoo, beautiful tattoo, and if you've seen the picture, which I'm sure you've seen,
yeah,
it's a
I've
tattoo, and it starts like from here, and it comes down, and
Right, from her
When-
neck, from
when
under
you're
her neck.
listening from here
Yeah.
means Naki touching the top
right,
of her
right,
neck.
it
Touch
comes from
my
the top
body.
of her
Yeah.
throat,
Right.
down to her chest, and it's inspired by Amalu, and
So it's just inspired by the
Amalu,
Right.
but it's beautiful,
Right.
and
They
I
had
think
They had a
it's beautiful.
podcast. They had a
Mhm.
They
podcast
did.
that after it came out, after she had it, they had a podcast, and I think it was called Bexx Has a New Tattoo.
Right.
And they go through it. And for the people who were going in on her on social media,
Right.
if they would have listened to that
The podcast.
that
Right.
episode first,
She
you'd
explains
understand
everything.
she's not trying to put a malu
Right.
on her neck.
Right.
And she talked about it being inspired by the malu.
Right.
But it's like the oos that gets the sleeve
Right.
That
has designs that are
Right.
found on a pea. That's not meaning that he has a pea on his
On his
arm.
arm.
Yeah.
Right.
So
It means it's inspired by the pea.
So this happened a couple of months ago that she got the tattoo, because we even seen her at the Aloha Festival or something
Yeah,
like
that
that
was
in
in,
San Mateo, which was a
San
couple of months
Pacific
ago,
Islander
June
Day.
or something like that.
Pacific
Wasn't it?
Islander Day.
And I seen
Pacific
it,
Islander Day.
yeah, Pacific Islander Day, and it's a beautiful tattoo.
Right.
And so this week, somebody or someone reposted her
I'm
picture
gonna find out.
of her whatever
Of
of her
inspired
tattoo.
Right.
They reposted it, and people went in on her.
Right.
They were so disrespectful. They were, disrespecting her. I mean, and she speaks on it. You have to go listen to For the Culture
Right.
to listen to Bexx and Danny. They did a special show this week so that Bexx can not defend herself, but just try to educate people on why she got it, and just really telling people to, that we're coming at her personally, if you back the fuck up shit.
I'm gonna post links to both of the For the Cultures episodes, the first one and the second one.
Right.
The first one is really, you need to listen to them in order, because the second one is, and Bexx did a good job, and D-Boy even says this.
Yes,
D-Boy even
he said
says
that too.
she did a good job of calming me down,
Right,
because
right.
they're going into my sister. I'll come after that. And she was like, look, no, that's not how she wanted to address it. But it is them in the second episode. It is them in response.
Right.
So you really need to listen to the first one first and the second one second. I will post those on the Poly by Design Facebook page as Neo and Aniki continue to talk about it.
Yeah, I talked to Danny Boy on Friday because, of course, he was at Journey to Empowerment,
Right.
and he spoke about how, and I personally was surprised that he did not go off, but he said, it was Bexx. Bexx told him to, chill. It's, and I totally respect her for that.
And here's the thing: when you're going to do something that bold, regardless of what it is, people are going to speak on it anyway.
Yeah.
Right now, it's social media. It's given access to a lot of people, quicker than it would if you just met her in person, right? So everybody has their opinion, but I think we're losing why Bexx wanted it.
Right.
It's all about her. It's not about what they perceive as being disrespectful. Now, I haven't really taken a good look at the intricate part of the tattoo, but if people are going in like that, they're very passionate about the malu.
Right.
But it is not a malu.
Right. I just, when I was listening to their one show today or this week, she talks about how it didn't bother her because she's like, if you want to have a debate about my tattoo, you want to talk about the specifics and why this, and we can do that. But they were coming at her personally, threatening her, talking shit to her like that. That's when you get carried away. But people were making fake accounts. Like, that's another bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, you are
it's already faceless. Like, it's already.
You're already behind the screen.
You're already behind the screen.
So you don't even want people to know your fake name, so you make a fake name.
Right. So it's so stupid. But I think I get that. Well, no, I don't get. Well, maybe I don't know.
It's just the dynamics of it. They automatically just think it's a malu. Like, oh my God, they're putting it on their throat. And I think it's all about educating people,
right?
Not just our people, but people in general. Is to educate them. Art is art. This is a form. It was not a malu.
Right.
It may be inspired by it, but if you're an artist or if you're creative or you know the line between disrespecting and respecting. And I'm sure she had in her mind, I'm not going to disrespect my culture by putting a malu on my neck.
Yeah.
These people need to calm the F down.
Right.
Really kind of soak in the artistry of it or her statement, her personal statement.
Right.
Because I know I would love to get a neck tattoo. And I've always wanted that. My family's like, oh my God, are you crazy? Now, to that extent, no, I wouldn't, because that's a generational thing. I think, I see a lot of these beautiful tats on young people's necks that just really kind of shows their independence, shows what they want to talk about, shows what matters to them. But I don't think she was disrespecting.
I don't think so either.
I mean, if that's the case, my arm, I have tattoos that go on a pair.
Right.
I wasn't disrespecting.
When people first started tatting up their arms, the sleeves with, nobody said anything about that.
And it takes a lot of courage. That goes to show a strong fucking woman to go ahead and do that and to be able to take the brunt of some of these ignorant comments.
Yeah, I don't think, when you get a tattoo, there's a lot of thought that goes into it.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of thought.
Because it's there for a minute.
Oh, my gosh,
And then she
it's
got money
forever.
to take it off.
So it's a lot of thought that goes into it. I think it's beautiful. I mean, and not, I'm not biased because I know her and I love her. I think that it's beautiful. And if you don't know her, you can't even speak on it. You can't say, no negative vibes. I'm just saying you can't be negative. You don't know her. But what gets me is the bullying. And this is our own people. We're doing it to each other.
So I wonder if
Why?
they do the same thing to these young women who have malus, who are wearing stilettos and hiking their skirts up with diamonds on their fingers. Okay, that right there is disrespect. Why don't you call that witch out?
Yeah.
Excuse me, who's dancing in stilettos with a malu? Put that shit down. And so, you pick your battles, right? They unfortunately picked a person who's very artistic in what she wanted to represent, and it wasn't disrespectful because it's not a malu. But there's we're only talking about the malus, the females who will, well, I own this. This is my body.
You don't own it.
I could do whatever. Yeah, we'll take that shit off, bitch.
I love that. That the malu, and I get, it's a different generation. It's a generation thing where you see women with, short skirts and high heels, and it's totally different generation. And some people are like, it's my body, and I can do what I want. And I get that it's a different generation, but the feeling, I love Maury because when Maury, you never see Maury's malu, but the one time she did was at her niece's birthday party where they were doing the tawalunga, and she said, "This is not my malu. It belongs to my family, and it's a form of respect and an honor
that's where
to
they
wear
need to
it."
look at it, right?
It is, but I think it's because we see it so often where people are just showcasing it now that
in different
you
ways.
you lose the aspect or the respect or what it really means. And
Well,
it does.
and it goes back to like the kuina, right? Before, nobody would wear that.
Right.
Oh, no, I can't wear that. I can't. Now, everybody wants one.
Yeah.
And so it devalues
And
the
that's it.
strength of
Devalue.
our culture.
Yeah,
It's like,
devalue.
this is not a headpiece. This is something sacred.
Yeah.
So, even with the model when they do that on their legs and wear their stilettos or whatever. But in Bexx's case, it's artistry. It was just inspired by it. It's not the same.
There was a lot of support too, though.
That's great.
There were a lot of comments that were
definitely
saying, it wasn't all negative.
Right.
Some of the negativity was just out of pocket.
Out of pocket. That's
Talking
the
about,
thing.
going, and her family and her parents and her
Right.
upbringing.
Her upbringing.
Like,
You don't know her. Yes,
Yeah.
you don't know her. But the thing that kills me, it's our own people.
Yeah.
We're doing it to ourselves. Like, why?
Well, it happens a lot in a lot of cases,
Yeah. I don't understand why we're doing it to ourselves. These were, Pacific Islanders going in on her. Like, if you're not of the culture and you don't understand, okay, you can criticize all you want or judge because you don't know, our culture, but we're going in on each other. Come on. I mean, don't we have enough shit against us that we're doing it to each other?
And
Like, we're hitting each other?
There were people that were definitely educated to the culture that were against what, we're against her tattoo, but be respectful in a way that you
Right.
express your opinion.
Right,
Like,
exactly.
Then you come across as, I don't know, you come across, then it's not about what you're saying, it's about how you're saying it.
Exactly.
Yes,
You're
it's the
showing your
delivery.
wrapped in like ad hominem, like you're a bad person, but no, talk about the tattoo and the decision and whether it's culturally appropriate, those kind of things. Don't talk about her family. Don't talk about all that non-applicable stuff, and then all of a sudden now you get called out about how you're coming across. You're coming across like an educated person to the culture, but you're not coming across in the right manner of how to address something.
Right.
Like, that's not how you would address that. Would you address that in a formal setting?
No, you probably wouldn't.
Right.
Yeah. And I know we're very passionate people, right? And sometimes you just don't see everything as it is. Sometimes you need to step back and just really focus on what's in front of you instead of all of a sudden getting, it's like road rage.
Yeah. And the tattoos are a form of art, and it's, I get it. It's, you talk about art and how it makes you feel and what you see, But to go in on her personally, and you don't know her, you don't know where she's coming from, you don't know her.
For me, you know, like I said, I've been thinking about a neck tattoo almost all my life, right? And to that extent, probably no. I just want an OG kind of tattoo, but I don't know what to put on there. I mean, I ain't got to go get a job now. You know, that will prevent me from getting a job with a tattoo on my neck. You know, I'm not an ex-prisoner. I'm not. It is a form of art. It's an expression of who you are, you know. And I can't wait. I just got to think of one.
Yeah.
Is that brown privilege that you can get?
Is
tattoos?
it brown privilege?
Is it brown privilege? You can get tattoos as long as they're part of your culture anywhere. And
that's a good question.
Hey, that's that's part of your culture, as
and
opposed
it's
to.
Okay.
It depends. I would not. Okay, honestly, I would not like to see a Palangi person with my, you know, the lineage from where I came from, like a navigator's tattoo.
Right.
They're like, dude, no. You know.
Do you think it's a form of, like, what is it that they say, something is a form of flattery? What is the word?
Imitation.
Imitation.
Sincerest form of flattery.
Yes. Is it that? Is it like, because I have seen non-Pacific Islanders with a sleeve or, you know, actually with a pe'a. And I don't really agree with the pe'a part, but I think sometimes it's like you know, they were in Samoa for 10 years and it was part of their culture and their living, and then, you know, to me that would kind of, I don't know.
I think that comes down to what we talked about before. You don't know people's story. So
right.
Or their heart.
Right. And then you find out, he's Palangi, but he lived in Samoa for 35 years.
Yes.
And he was, you know what I mean? Like, then all of a sudden you're like, that's this part of the story. I don't know. But that's what's not happening with Bexx.
Yeah.
They don't know the whole story.
Yeah, they don't know the whole story.
Just saying what they're saying.
Yeah, so
I do have a tattoo?
I do have a tattoo. I have one on my right leg, lower part of my leg. I got it when I went to Samoa. Big shout out to Duffy. But it took me I've been wanting a tattoo for a long time.
Right.
And I just couldn't think of anything. And when I went to Samoa, I felt in my spirit that it was time. And so I went to go see Duffy, and he helped put the tattoo. But the thing is, everybody says once you get a tattoo, you want another one, and I haven't had that. And I think because mine is so big on my leg and it hurt like hell. That
You're like, no more pain.
I thought about when we went to Samoa in April that I might want another one, but
I know you have a couple, Carl, right? Yeah. One?
Yeah. It says Samoa.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, so I think that Bexx's tattoo is beautiful.
Yeah, our next trip we're all gonna get tattooed.
Speaks on her spirit. So I love Bexx. I just hated that the people went after her personally, but I love the way that she handled it. I love that she kept her composure until they came after her.
Well, not only she kept her composure, she was able to keep
Danny down.
He was like, I'm getting on there.
Yeah. And it's just like, you know, any family member, if somebody comes for them, you want to go for the jugular. You know what I mean?
For sure.
And so for her to keep Danny at bay.
She said, in the episode, she said that, if I remember right, she wasn't really reading them. She was getting, like, people were calling her, telling her, like, they said this and they said that, and she peeked at it a couple times, I think. But D-Boy was in it.
Yeah.
And if you're seeing those, I mean, we've all been on social media long enough to have something where you're watching and they're typing, and you're like, what are you typing?
Yeah.
Then hurry up and hit enter.
Yeah.
And it's not nice when you're talked about in a negative way.
Yeah.
You know, it's
It's hard
just
not to take it personal.
Yeah, you know, I know it's part of our job, right? We're on social media, we're doing this, and we're supposed to take it. It still hurts.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, damn, really? Yeah.
Damn.
Like that?
Spent a few of those times where Naki's like, she'll call me like, you get that person. 'Cause
I know.
I'm gonna say things that aren't
I know.
nice.
So.
I love them when they rename Naki. What are some of the names that they name you, Naki?
Oh my God, I've been named Maggie.
Thank you, Maggie.
I've been Neggy.
Oh
And
my God, that's so cute.
something else.
Well, Naki is kind of an unusual.
It's a very unusual name. So when I introduce myself, and I never use a net, which is my government name.
Right.
I just never use it because my whole family and everybody everybody, it's been Naki my whole life. So when I meet new people, I'm like, should I say Annette? Because Naki, they'll be like, excuse me? And I always get that when I meet people. I go, oh, hey, I'm Naki. And they're like, I'm sorry, what is that?
Yeah.
Naki. And then I have to say it twice. So sometimes I debate, and it depends on who it is. You know, if I'm at work, of course, I'm Annette. But if we're in our community, I say Naki.
I never use my government name.
Me too.
Because it's so. I mean, we get it. You know, Urinal. Yeah.
Urinal.
Urinal, but you know, some people are like, hi, Urinal.
Yeah.
Hi, Irene. You know, I'm like, no, bitch, Neo.
Yeah.
The only place I ask for Naki by name is when I pick her up at the FRB, the Federal Reserve Building. I get to the gate, and they come out, and they're like, you know, the ones that don't know me. Like, can I help you? I'm like, I'm here to pick up Annette Molly, and they're like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Naki, they'd be like,
They're like, who?
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, I don't use my government name at all unless I'm at work. So it's always Naki, and all the time I introduce myself to someone, it's always what? What did you say?
Well, Naki. That's short for. I mean,
Naki.
I was like,
well, no, when
How
I was
did that come
little,
up?
so when I was a little girl, my cousin who I grew up with, who's like my brother, Danny.
Right.
Hey, Danny. Me and him grew up, and he couldn't say my name. He couldn't say Annette, and I don't know what happened, but it went from Annette to Net to it was Net, and then it went to Naki, Naki, and then he called me Naki when we were like 2 years old, and it stuck.
Wow.
And that's it.
Oh, Nettie is another one.
Nettie, my Poi family, so I have a Tongan family. But yes, my Poi family, they call me Nettie. So whenever I hear Nettie, it's a Poi somewhere. Like, hey, Nettie! And I go, oh my God, there's a Poi here.
That's
so,
awesome.
So my Poi family calls me Nettie.
And Poi is their last name, or?
Poi is my sister girlfriend. That's her maiden name. Her name.
So we have not friend, a family.
Family.
There's a guy that I have known since, I don't know, 15, 20 years. Back into the 90s. And used to party, hang out, go to the clubs, go drink in his garage, hang out. And then I had a bunch of people over at my house, and Naki's sitting in the kitchen. And the guy
walks in,
and he's like, "Oh, I'm outside." So I go, "Oh, I'll come get you." So I walk outside, and his daughters are out in the car. And I was like, "You gonna leave them out in the car?" He goes, "No, they're just, they're gonna sleep or what." I was like, "Oh, okay." So we walk back in, and I go, "We're outside. You gotta walk through the front room to go out the door out to the outside, to the patio area." As we're walking by, I'm walking through, and I go, "Hey, this is Lonnie." And he said, "Oh, hi." And he'd met Nicole one time before. And he goes, "Hi." And then as we were walking, I hear him go, "Nettie?" And I'm thinking, at this point, I've never heard her referred to as Nettie. I was like, what the heck? And I look over, and Naki is looking at and she's not recognizing him. She's like looking, and I go, "This could get really awkward."
Because he was out of, he was out of, this is not the normal
personality she'd seen him.
Yeah. So he was like, "Nettie?" And I was like, nobody calls me Nettie but boys. And then I turn around. It took me a couple of seconds to see him outside of the family. Right. And then I was like, oh my God, look, what are you doing here?
Yeah, see? Small world, man.
Small world.
And you went to school with him, or?
No, we just partied. He's a friend of one of my friends.
Oh, okay.
So we get outside, and so we're like laughing about that, and my friends are going, did she know, your cousin know? Oh, yeah. And then immediately I'm like, okay, so just so you know, your girls are out in the van, Naki is going to kick your ass if she finds out that they're out there and we didn't bring them in. He goes, no, they're fine them all. Hey, you go tell Naki, and I'm good with it. And then so he went in, and where'd the kids end up at?
In the living room.
On the couch.
I go, oh, who'd you come with? And he goes, oh, my daughters. And I go, oh, did they go home? He goes, no, they're sitting in the car. I go, what the fuck?
Bring them in.
Bring them in. They're going to wait here the whole time in the car. And he said, yeah, it's okay.
It's a poly thing.
It's designated drivers.
Yeah, so, yeah, anyway, that was... Yes, that's so yes.
And that's the kids, right? They came in, they're like, "Do you want anything? You hungry? No, we're not hungry, but do you have chargers?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Those are important. Chargers are
We
important.
need to power our phones."
Yes.
Man. So a friend of mine sent me a picture of his niece and his nephew, and the first thing I noticed on the picture is they're both holding. They're like.
Oh, I
nine.
see.
You
They
that
were
picture?
holding their
They're
phones.
They're holding their phones. I'm like, wow.
Yeah, it's a whole different generation
Yeah,
now.
like
you get phones
when you're
as
like
soon as you can speak.
10, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I just kind of looked at it, but then he commented, yeah, they need Wi-Fi though.
Yes, they
So
need
they're
Wi-Fi.
walking around Wi-Fi.
We're like us in Samoa.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh my God. I just gave up.
Mommy.
I gave up. I had 2 phones.
Mm-hmm.
Both of them didn't work worth bananas. So I was just, Nikki, what are you doing? She's
know.
like, oh, I'm posting on Facebook. And I'm like, oh.
Yeah, I had no problem.
We went to the Don't Drink the Water in American Samoa.
Yeah, where I didn't get one of those scones. Yeah.
Neither did I.
Yeah.
And
It was so
somebody
good.
said,
I'm going to
"Oh,
say.
they have Wi-Fi here," and I was like, "Oh my gosh!" And one of the ladies we went with, her nephew was one of the waiters.
Mhm.
So she took my phone and gave it to him and brought it back and had Wi-Fi on it. I was like catching up on all my
I
emails.
know.
Oh my,
Just
isn't
hang
that
out.
terrible when you're like sitting there like, oh my God, I'm getting emails.
Yeah.
I checked into Facebook and I had like 67 messages.
Oh my God.
Mommy.
Yeah,
Maggie.
'cause you were
Yeah.
on there.
You got words.
Yes. The Samoan language and culture classes are happening every Friday from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. It will run every Friday until August 30th, and they're located at 3715 26th Street in San Francisco. If you're going, you need to enter through the back of the church. They have a parking lot there at Cesar Chavez.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Mhm. They have a big parking lot in the back.
Nice.
Yes. For more information, please call 415-879-0148, which is, it's a really good class.
And there's food.
And it's free.
See, we love free.
Oh my God, it's
And
free.
food. Free and food.
So, okay, so there you go. You
And
get
knowledge.
free lessons, Samoan language lesson. The second hour, you get free Samoan culture lessons.
You have to go to the
And-
church.
You do not have to go to that church.
Man.
Anyone and everyone is welcome. Tama does a great job of teaching everyone at every skill level. So it's a great place to go and learn. You don't have to, don't worry about showing up. Oh my God, it's been going on, and you can go in at any time. It's a different lesson, different culture every time. He teaches to every level of Samoan.
You meet a lot of new people.
You meet a lot of wonderful new
Yeah.
people.
I've seen people meet new people, but more than often than not, I see people who haven't seen each other for
For years,
decades.
right.
I see people who are like, "Oh my gosh, how you doing?" And I don't know, right?
Right.
I end up sitting next to them in class, and they're like, "Wow, I
Yeah.
haven't seen him since 1988." Like it's
Yeah,
so
it's
crazy,
crazy, right?
the connections that happen in there because you don't have to go to the church.
I do want to mention that Talita and Tanyelu, who are in the class with us, they recently, like last week, just went to Samoa to get married. So congratulations to them. And Tanyelu, he is not Pacific Islander, but was taking the class
So
to
he can
learn
learn
some
some.
Samoan
Oh,
words.
that's nice.
They went to Samoa this week and they got married. So congratulations to
You have to learn how to
them.
say I do, right?
Yeah, I know, but they're
I
so
do.
cute. They're
He
such
would-
a cute couple.
He would study because you would see
Mm-hmm.
the things that we talked about one week. He would struggle, he'd look through it, and the next week
He'd
could tell
come
it
back,
wasn't like
yeah.
he was just showing up to class. He was doing work.
He was ready.
Right,
He was
yeah.
prepared.
So I'm so happy for them. So
Oh, that's
congratulations
great.
to them, Talita and Tanya.
So you could meet somebody there, huh?
Well, yes,
Yes.
You can meet some really nice people there.
Yes.
If they may be single, they may be married. So Tama does a really good job. Tina cooks some great food.
I love her.
I
she's
love
she's so
her.
youthful.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
looks super young.
Yeah.
Like she looks young. She doesn't look,
She
honestly,
doesn't
she
look old
doesn't
enough to be
she doesn't
Ty's.
look old enough
Yeah.
to be Ty's mother.
Exactly.
She really doesn't.
Yeah.
So there you go. And so support for our broadcast comes from Utopia, United Territories of Pacific Islander Alliance, Asian American Recovery Services, DPR Construction, and
DPR.
all my Usos.
Hey.
Our second song is coming from this young man that I know. Hi Guy Lai. So Faika, no? And his song is called Call Me. Yeah, so I don't know why that does that, but
Maybe
Carl will fix. He did.
he's the fixer-upper.
He's the fixer-upper.
But
So
the name of the song is Call Me. Does he leave his number?
the name of the song is called Call Me from Hi Guy Lai.
There you go.
So Faika, no? And his song is called Call Me. Yeah, so I don't know why that does that. Carl will fix.
He's the fixer-upper. But the name of the song is Call Me.
The name of the song is called Call Me from Hi Guy Lai. We're back. You're listening to the Faika podcast. I am Naki. In the studio is Carl.
Hello.
And my boyfriend Neo. That was
Let me get the mic.
That was Hi Guy Lai with
Hi Guy
Call Me. Technical difficulties, but it's a really good song. Please go follow him on SoundCloud and all social media outlets. Hi Guy Lai.
Hi Guy Lai.
Mm-hmm. Lai Tofayono.
Oh, Sam.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
So it's a good song.
We love that.
We love that song. Neil, you've got some stuff you want to talk
you know,
about.
there's some things that have been going on in our entertainment world that have to do with some of our poly people.
Mm-hmm.
So Dwayne Douglas Johnson, of course we also know him as The Rock.
The Rock. Mabu Thang.
He was born on May 2nd, 1972, and guess where he was born?
In Hawaii.
In Hayward, California.
Oh,
The
Hayward.
island of Hayward.
Bay Area.
Bay Area, dude. And so, you know, his father is from Amherst, Nova Scotia, Canada. Did you know
he's
that?
Canadian?
Yeah,
I didn't know
but
that.
he's
Did you know
a black Nova Scotian.
Yeah. He's from
descent.
Canada?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
From Canada.
Okay.
And where's his mom from?
His mom is from American Samoa.
Yes, she is Samoan background, born and raised. And do you know who Rocky Johnson's great-grandfather or his grandfather was?
Peter Maivia.
There you go. So
Hi, Chief.
Hi, Chief. I
Peter
remember him
Maivia.
from the Cow Palace. Did you ever
Me
go to the Cow Palace?
too, yes.
So he was born in 1972. How old would that make him?
Not
47.
that old. 47.
He's a Taurus. Tauruses are cool.
Taurus is what, May?
May.
Oh, he's a mena. He's stubborn.
So he was in the news a couple of weeks ago for supporting the Mauna Kea movement.
Yes, I seen that he went to the Mauna Kea.
And also he just quoted as saying he wanted to come here and see our people and to be with them and to support them. I thought that was pretty cool because, you know, he is of Samoan descent,
Right.
Polynesian, but of course he also said, well, I realized today that obviously I've been following this for years now, and the bigger telescope, it's not what it's about humanity, it's about its culture. What are your thoughts about that, about him going up there and
I think it's
supporting?
awesome. I think
We
it.
talked about it.
I think that it shows. It's because he's a celebrity. It's bringing, attention,
Right.
publicity to it. What it needs. That's exactly what it needs for more people to know about Mauna Kea and what's going on there, and that these people are trying to build
Right.
this telescope on sacred ground.
Yeah. So, and of course, another very famous Pacific Islander that also went up to support was Jason Momoa.
My boo.
Yeah. Oh, that's your other
That's
boo.
my other dad.
Do they get along?
Daddy. Yes, they get along.
Do they get along?
Mm-hmm.
Because right?
They get along, mate. No. Okay.
Hey, wait a minute. I'm your boyfriend. What's
I
up?
know, it's okay.
Dang, man. so Jason
Mm-hmm.
Naka. So let me get this right. Namaka Ha Momoe.
Momoe.
He was born
Momoe.
Momoa.
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 He was born in 1979. So how old does that make him? 40.
40.
He's 40 years
Oh,
old.
wow.
Yeah, he's a Leo.
My
Do we have any
birthday.
Leos here?
What is a Leo?
A Leo's a lion.
August. Oh, my
August.
daughter's a Leo.
Oh, so he was born in Hawaii,
Oh, nice.
and he also went to support the Mauna Kea movement.
That's awesome.
So it's really great to have two Pacific Islanders, two Polynesians.
High profile.
High profile. That's
but
important.
I follow him on social media.
Yeah.
Surprise, surprise.
Yeah, really.
And he has been talking about this for years. He's been talking about this for years. So I'm not surprised that he went up there.
Yeah, he was quoted as saying that he is so honored to be here and to bring his children and all his family here. So
Yeah.
he, Polly, they got to come and support. And I was just so grateful that these two very high profile individuals are up there really pushing that out there.
Yeah,
and
I love
to
that
show the support.
Jason Momoa brought his family. His kids were up there.
He does a lot with his kids.
He does a lot with his kids.
In
I
terms
love
of
that.
bringing them with him and taking them to events and things that
Yeah.
he's involved with.
Yeah.
There are a lot of different
Because they were
things.
at the opening of Aquaman,
Right.
where he did the
Haka.
haka, and his son was in there too.
Yeah.
Wow.
And his daughter.
Yeah. Did you like that movie?
Aquaman?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that movie.
Oh,
It was
did you?
good.
I know.
It was
How
good.
many times have you seen it?
Once.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I saw it 3 times. So you
Did
didn't like
you
it
really?
that much.
I know.
obviously.
I usually just go to watch movies once. I can't. If I can watch it more than one time, it's a
Yeah.
really good movie for me.
Yeah, I'm not
Because-
really a
yeah.
movie goer either,
Yeah.
but there's a movie you saw this weekend. What was
I
that?
did. I went to go
Hobbs and
see
Shaw.
Hobbs and Shaw
Nice.
with The Rock,
Yeah.
and Sika Joe was in there. There was a lot of Pacific Island, a lot of Samoans in that movie.
And I'm
so it
loving
was
the
good.
fact that there are, because these are like really big budgeted films.
Yes.
And it's kind of really bringing the attention to our Pacific Islander people, like, hey,
Right.
they can maybe act,
Yes.
you know? And
Yeah.
and The Rock, he draws in a lot of
A
money.
lot of money.
So that's saying a lot about our Pacific
Yeah.
Islanders, and we need to take advantage of that. We
Yeah.
need to really jump on that hype of, hey, we're very talented people. We not only have a long history of culture, but
Right.
look, he bringing in, I don't know how much he brings in per film. But
Millions.
what did you think about the movie? I heard that Anwai, the young man, what is his wrestling name?
Roman Reigns.
There you go. That he didn't have much of a speaking part, but he was a very big presence in one of the high
Yeah,
action.
he was in the movie. He played one of Dwayne Johnson's brothers, and so he didn't have any speaking parts.
Yeah, I think Mateo.
But he was in a lot of the scenes.
Right.
So he was in a lot of the scenes, and so I think what you see was what they promote on TV when he's on.
Uh-huh.
That's when he's on.
And it
So-
premiered this Friday, I think.
It premiered this Friday, and so I went to go watch it yesterday. And so
Was it a full house? Was it packed, or was it a good crowd?
it was
or-
a good crowd. It was in
Yeah.
Vallejo, so there wasn't too many PIs there, but there was a lot. It wasn't crowded.
It wasn't crowded, huh?
But it was at 4:50 in the afternoon. More people go at night to
yeah,
go
that's
watch
true.
the movie. But yeah.
How
So
much
what-
are movie tickets nowadays? A freight tale.
I don't know. Is it $14?
Damn.
It used to. Remember when movies were $5?
Yeah,
Like,
see,
oh my God.
I hate that one. We have to go back that far. For me, it was like $1.50.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's good. So yeah, we went to watch the movie, and then I will have to say what I loved. I mean, of course, I went to go watch it because it referenced Samoa and everything.
Right.
Just because of that.
Didn't they have like a scene where they did Siva Tau? Is that what it's called? Or
Yeah.
some people wanted to say it was the haka.
Yeah, it was real like.
Really
15
short.
seconds.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
it was short, but it was good. It was good. What I did love about let me just tell you, he has movies all the time. I usually don't go.
Who, The
I
Rock?
just because I don't know. I mean, not that I don't support him. I'll watch it on DVD or whatever.
Right.
But I did go watch this just because they went to Samoa and because of all the Samoans that were in the movie, and I watched on social media this mother, well, it's Frankie, this little girl named Frankie, her and her mom and her dad went to go watch the movie, and I guess her mom was recording Frankie, and she said go, and there's a part of the movie where they show Samoa, and it's in San Bruno. They lived in San Bruno, so that's where they went to go watch it. And Frankie, they show Samoa, and then Frankie, she's a little girl, and she goes choo a little bit. The theater went wild. Then you hear everybody choo. I mean, everybody just started falling. It was really, it touched my heart too.
No, that's really important though,
Right,
because that's really uplifting to see something on the big screen.
It really touched my heart to see. And she was just like, choo, just a little, and then the whole theater went off. So
and that was 15 seconds of our
right. No, they showed. I mean, half of the movie they're in Samoa, so it was really good. Yeah. So it was a good movie.
Kukuila, American Samoa, or could you tell?
Well,
Looked really flat.
it was.
Like a
I don't think
wait a minute.
I don't think
It
they
could've-
filmed
I was
in
gonna
Samoa.
say
I don't
it could
believe
have
they
been on
filmed.
location in Hawaii.
It
Yeah,
looked
I
like
don't
Kula
believe-
Ranch in Hawaii.
Yeah, it looked really nice. So, but I don't believe that was filmed in Samoa. But just to reference Samoa and everything, and the guy that played his older brother was Uncle Bully.
Man, that
Uncle
guy,
Bully.
he gets a lot of parts.
I need to know his name, but he is a great actor.
Yeah.
He's on every, he plays Samoans. He plays his
Hispanic,
face.
Middle Eastern,
his face
Latinos.
is so, I don't know, diverse. I
But
don't
he
know
was-
if that's the word. Diverse,
He
where he
was
can
hated
play.
the most by the Polys as Uncle Bully.
Uncle Bully. So, yeah.
To Polynesians,
Yeah.
He'll always be,
Uncle
that's,
Bully.
I only know him as Uncle Bully.
Yeah, but you're right. And he also had a TV show on NBC.
Did he really?
Yeah, it was a short-lived series, and the only reason why I knew that because my nephew Taua was working security on location, and they asked him to play Uncle Bully's father in like a memory scene.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and the scene was where my nephew, who plays the father, is actually burned, like he dies drinking or something, and the house sets on fire, and they will, they're taking him out, and that was the claim to fame for Taua. But yeah, he did have a short-lived TV series. I don't know what happened
Nice.
to it.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Hey,
that was-
quick call out. Shout out to Kevin Mawai.
Oh, Kevin.
Kevin Mawai
yes.
was inducted into
To
the
the
NFL
NFL.
Hall of Fame.
Nice.
Yeah.
Class of 2019.
Awesome.
He gave his acceptance speech yesterday. It was amazing. And I was looking at it going, it's like, does he have all that just in his head? Because he was calling out, like, his coaches, his coach from high school, his coach that believed in him, that called him as a scout,
Yeah.
his coach, his offensive line coach from
Wow.
his second
All the
offensive
people
line
who
coach.
meant a lot to his career.
Then at one point he said, if you played with me at any level and you're here today to see me get inducted, so if you played at high school with me, if you played in college, if you played at any of the 4 teams that I
Man,
played
that's
with
a
in
long
the NFL,
career.
stand up, because today is all of our days, not
Yeah.
just me.
That is so
And, like,
true.
Because you can see, like, not everybody wanted to stand up,
Right.
and he was like, no, we're going to take, like, everybody who played with me,
Yeah.
stand up.
Yeah.
It was cool.
That was
It
awesome.
was a really good speech.
Yeah.
That's like.
So that'll be on YouTube, so go check that out.
Yeah,
He did a
it
great
was-
job.
And his name again is
Kevin Mawai, Mhawae. He's Hawaiian.
Yeah. That reminded me of Mariota.
Marcus.
Marcus
yeah.
Mariota, where
I remember that.
his Heisman Trophy is
Acceptance speech.
his Heisman Trophy is at the University of Oregon, and it's in. I'm not really sure where they have it, but it's where they placed it. It's on this. It's they placed it on some stand, but on the stand they have. He thanks everybody. Like his mom, all his coaches, all his high school, like his Pee Wee League and he lists everybody on the stand. And at the top, before the Heisman Trophy, he listed all the players that he played with when he won the Heisman, everybody on that team. So he thanked everybody. So it was really good.
Yeah.
Really, really good.
I wonder when they do those kind of things, they have to have a ghostwriter or something. Or
Could be.
I mean, that's a lot of work. You know, it's a lot of memory to go back on, you know.
Yeah. They could.
I think they put a lot of thought into it because you get advance notice and you you know what I mean? Like you
sit down and think
want
about all
to sit down, you have
people.
enough time to thank everybody that helped get you to where you are. So
and it's so emotional when those things happen, you know?
I do, yeah. I would have to write it down to make sure that I don't forget anybody, and so
I wonder if they actually know or if they don't know at the point that they're announced. Because if they don't know, truly don't know, if the top 4, because I mean if you're 5th or whatever, you probably know you're not gonna, but if you're if the top 2 people, 2 or 3 people don't know, there are a whole bunch of really cool speeches that we never heard.
No, seriously.
There's a whole bunch of runner-ups that had amazing speeches that
never got there. They should have a book on that.
They should.
Runner-up speeches.
Oh, I know.
Can you imagine some of the words that these guys, women,
there have been some good ones.
Yeah. So, you know, speaking of alumni, right? So, Uncle Bully was in a movie called, what we all know, Once We're Warriors. And now Rena Owens. So Rena, I wanted to talk about her a little because she has, I think this is the last season of Siren.
No.
Yeah, but it just got renewed.
Oh, okay.
And the whole thing is it's about mermaids, right?
Yes.
And didn't we just have a controversy of mermaids that they had to be white? Or they were upset because they're...
Everybody knows mermaids are white.
Yeah.
And they're Pacific Islanders like Rena Owens. So I wanted to shout her out. I know her personally, and she is definitely a diva. She's a Leo. No, she's a Cancer. Cancers are very emotional, very trusting, and she's 57.
Wow, she looks amazing.
She does look amazing. She has a heart of gold. She loves her people. You know, anytime she sees Polly, she's just like, she's just typical Polly. But I'm so glad that her series has been very successul. She's
a great
been here
show.
In California ever since Once We're Warriors. I mean, over 20 years.
Wow.
She's lived out in Hollywood. And it's been very hard for her to, like, really get roles, right? Series or anything like that, because they don't know where to place her. Like, well, you don't look really Polly, and you don't look white. And so she has this raspy type of voice. So she's been able to do voiceovers. And of course, she lectures on that movie, Once We're Warriors, because a lot of people want to know, did that really happen? Or Polly's
I love that movie.
Man, powerful movie.
I love that movie. That was like everything that happened in that movie. Almost everything happened in real life.
No, it did. When I first saw it, I was like, okay, whose family is this? Because it's just like mine. You know, the drinking, the sexual abuse, the alcohol,
the parties at your
house.
Beatings. Oh my God.
Very powerful. And I think we talked about this before. She said they only had $1 million. They did it in 1 month. They were all Maori. And they were very passionate about getting this film out because
so good.
And it happened in 1994 when the O.J. Simpson thing happened. So their film kind of got pushed to the side because it dealt with domestic violence, and they didn't want to have that on top of the O.J. thing. But it took her all over the world, really.
I love that movie.
Yeah.
I love that movie. When I first saw it, I literally bawled because it was watching the people party in your house. My parents used to have parties all the time. But watching the domestic violence, that was my house.
Yeah.
Watching the sexual abuse, watching that, I broke down in the theater because I was like, oh my God, there it is.
They're writing about your life. Yeah.
Right. So.
But I wanted to give kudos to Rena and everybody.
Yay.
She's on Hulu. Siren is pretty. I've only seen a couple of.
I've seen. Yeah. That's my series.
Yeah. But
it's
Lucretia out there. Lucretia's been telling me all about it.
Yeah.
She's like, you need to really watch this show.
It's a good show.
So congratulations congratulations to her. I'm glad she's got a gig that's lasted a couple of years.
Yes.
She's built a house back home in New Zealand.
Nice.
Rena, if you're listening, our family reunion's coming up. We'd like to have you come. But yeah, so please support her. Go out there and or download Hulu. I don't even know. Hulu's like an app for movies.
Yes, it's like Netflix,
Okay.
but it's Hulu.
Yeah, yeah, I don't. So I don't have it, but I will watch it. But I always see it on Instagram.
Yeah.
I always see her on Instagram. Another girl that I really like is Dinah Jane.
Yeah.
What do you know about Dinah Jane?
Your boo thing.
My boo thing.
Your boo thing.
So she just dropped a new single, and it's called Seasons. But here's the generational thing, right? It's not spelt Seasons.
Yeah.
It's like SZNS. I was like, what the hell is that?
Yeah.
And then you listen to the song, and it's about seasons of love, things change. I'm like, I would have never knew how to look for this song if it was spelled SZNS. So
Yeah, that's a thing now. There's a network, a fight network called DAZN. DAZN is spelled DAZN.
So
I'm like, I would never know that's called DAZN by looking at it, and somebody told me that that's how you pronounce that word.
And then the featured artist on there, it's not like, featured artist Tom or a featured artist. It's a rapper by the name of A Boogie with a Hoodie.
A Boogie with a Hoodie.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I wonder if that's legal on his birth certificate. But that's how you're going to find the song. You're not going to see, featuring rapper John or it's featuring Boogie with a Hoodie. I'm only laughing because this is such a generational thing, right?
Right.
I'm getting old.
That helped him make lyrics, though. There's plenty of things that go with a Boogie with a Hoodie.
But you got to listen to the song. Unfortunately, we can't play it because it's copyrighted.
It's copyrighted.
But the song is great. It's got it's very R&B, of course, because there's a rapper on there. It's a cute play on words. It's about seasons of falling in love and falling out of love. Same content with every other song. It's all about love, but with these crazy ways of spelling it. And we love Dinah Jane. We're going to have her on the show. I'm going to put it out there.
We're going to have her on the show.
Yeah.
She has to call in.
She has to call in because we love you.
We have a possible connection with one of our very own Poly by Design members.
Yes.
It's a family member.
That's our Brit.
Yeah, so Britt once tagged me on a Dinah Jane posting, and she says, "Hey, can you just shout out this old man because he really likes you more than his dog and his son?" I'm like, "Really, Britt?" So I haven't heard from her yet, but who knows?
Yeah.
But that's what I got for entertainment for this week.
I love it. I love it.
It's got an entertainment section.
Yeah.
So, the Wayfinder Scholarship is a collaboration of the Wayfinders brand and scholars, Professor Levelassi Loyon and Andrew Vai. Pacific Islander students in higher education, you have accepted your identity as a Wayfinder in pursuit of a college degree. As former students in higher education ourselves, we founded students in higher education. We founded the Wayfinder Scholarship to recognize your work and support you in this journey. You can find more information at fearlesswayfinders.com. Pacific Islander Wellness Initiatives presents preventative counseling. Small things can make a big difference when it comes to mental health. Book your free consultation today with clinician Tai Fa'aleava at 510-815-3351 or Faftai Fa'aleava at ramsinc.org. We will post that information so you don't need to write it down. Naki.
Yes. Oh, so our next song is Josh Wawa. Josh Wawa and Tanel. It's called Shoreline. I like this song. It's really smooth and mellow, and I love Tanel. So you're listening to the Faika podcast. We will be right back.
Hurry back.
Yes. Oh, so our next song is Josh Wawa. Josh Wawa and Tanel. It's called Shoreline. I like this song. It's really smooth and mellow, and I love Tanel. So you listen to the Faika podcast. We will be right back.
It's like a lady.
Oh, so
Storm I can see.
Josh Wawa and Tanel. We're back. You're listening to the Faika Podcast. I am Aniki. In the studio with me is Carl.
Good morning.
And my boyfriend, Neo.
What's up, everybody? Hi, girlfriend.
Hey, so that was Tanel and Josh Wawa.
Wawa. How you spelling the last name?
W-A-W-A.
Okay. Wawa.
Josh Wawa.
We
That
love
was
it.
Shoreline. So
Shoreline.
I love that song. Love that song.
Okay.
So, guess, you know the bad thing that happened this week?
What?
Shootings. There have been, oh my
Man,
gosh,
it's
it's
crazy
crazy.
shit
So
going
we
on
had
there.
Gilroy. So 3 shootings
The
in the
Gilroy?
last
Yeah.
in the last week. 2 of them have been in the last 24 hours. So we had Gilroy last week, literally in our backyard.
And then there was that one at Tan Fran. That's been quite a while.
Yeah, Tamford. Oh yeah, that
Shopping
was still
center.
that was close
Yeah.
enough. At the shopping center, some fool. I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
And then there, El Paso, Texas was yesterday, and Ohio. So I know, and I just
Wait, Ohio?
Yeah,
Dayton, Ohio.
Dayton, Ohio. I just got a little bit of it before we got in here, but I know El Paso, Texas yesterday was like 20 people passed away. Yeah, and then tons and tons. It could be, the number could have gone up.
You know, I think another thing is that when they start doing that, it gives people ideas of wanting, you know how they say that they're wanting to top the other person, right? I think I don't know, I didn't hear about it. I wasn't looking for it on the news actually, but 20 people, you know, perished over something like that.
Yeah, and I don't think they know who the guy is. I think he's in custody, right, Carl?
Who?
The guy from El Paso, Texas. I believe he's under custody, in custody. And then just a young kid.
You
Like, these
gotta
are
really be
kids.
thankful every day because you
Oh,
never
God,
know
you
what's
never
going to
know.
happen. And with the recent shootings that have been going around the country, you know, the NRA, I'm pretty sure, is tired of hearing about. But listen, man, what is going on with our youth? What is going on with people who
Right.
have mental health issues that allow them to really carry out these deeds of evilness?
Yeah, so they identify he's a 20-year-old kid, I think. I think he's a 20-year-old kid. Killed 20 people and tons of people that are injured. And I believe he went into a Walmart.
He was fired, I think. He was
So it was a disgruntled employee.
Right. I think so.
Got
Let me-
it.
Man, but still.
Because, you could get shot you know what I mean? Like, now you're scared to even go out of the house.
No,
Like,
for real.
yesterday, I went to the movies, and I'm sitting in the theater, and I was like, where's the exits?
Yeah.
I was like,
you become
and
more
then,
aware
right.
of shit.
And I was like, where's it? Okay, there's an exit there. There's another one there. And then I was like, oh, my God.
You have to
So-
plan
right,
out in
right.
case something should
I'm like-
happen. We're like stressed almost 24/7 of something, right?
Something.
But this is ridiculous because I do the same thing when I go into a mall or into public places. I'm like, okay, what's the game plan if something should happen?
Yeah.
And it's becoming too much of a reality for us.
Yeah. And then it makes me worried about my kids. Like,
Exactly.
they're like, oh, we're going to go to the mall. Shit, I don't want you to go to the mall.
Yeah.
But then, you can't keep your kids.
You can't limit
protect
them.
them 24
Exactly.
hours. Like, I wish I could, but you can't. But now I'm worried. Okay, text me when you get there. Text me when you leave. Let me see your
Exactly.
face. Let me, I'm always thinking, now I'm thinking crazy now. Like, it was crazy before, but with all this shit, I'm even crazier. If you can believe that. You can believe that shit.
Yeah. No, but it's true, and I totally get it because you're not the only one who thinks like that now.
Yeah.
I've been thinking like that for a while, that you have to have a plan of escape, in case. But here's the thing, and I know people are probably tired of hearing it, but when I was in Samoa, I had the only escape I had was where were we eating? You don't think of things like that happening. You think of a dog coming in and attacking you, or or
like, do we go through a drive-through? I mean, damn, you can't even. You're not even safe in a restaurant.
no. So, and this is so disheartening that you have to live like that, and our kids have to be brought up like that. I hear in schools now, they have, instead of earthquake preparedness, it's like, I don't know what they call it, but, in case somebody should come into the campus, that kids know exactly what to do.
Right.
I mean, is this something that we really want to start? I mean, we have to, obviously, because we want our kids to be prepared, but damn, what a freaking way to grow up, instead of saying, yeah, we have to duck in, for earthquakes, but now it's like we have to hide behind doors in case the bullets
I
come through.
know.
Do you remember doing the, I remember doing bomb.
Well, yeah. No, in the 60s, my dad, we lived in Riverside, California, and he had books on how to build a bomb shelter in the backyard. That, because that was, what was expected during those years, that we might get bombed by whoever. But I remember looking at it and just thinking, like, it didn't really affect me to the sense. I didn't get scared, but it was like a bomb. Looks good,
Yeah.
Yeah, because there was like gas masks and all
exactly.
Oh,
people forget the 70s.
Even the 70s, yeah.
In the 70s, there was
a threat of chemical
warfare. You had air raid sirens. You had bomb.
And we didn't even have
bomb
technology then.
Yeah.
Cell phones.
So 20 people in El Paso and 9 people in Dayton.
Yeah. Freaking, and they're calling it a domestic terrorist. What?
One of them is being investigated as domestic terrorism.
Terrorist attack,
See what the other one is.
So let me see. So it wasn't somebody from the Middle East. It wasn't somebody from another country coming over here to terrorize. It's locally grown. Somebody here with issues.
Right.
That can't deal with him effectively, but have to take out 20 people.
I think mental health is a big issue.
Yeah.
And I think the stress, and I don't know where these kids grew up, and I don't know what kind of stress they have to put them in this kind of, state of mind to think it's okay to just go out and kill people.
Right.
But damn, I just, like, when I think the Gilroy people, they showed his house and they went to his family, like, people were in front, the news cameras were in front of this person's house. It was a nice fucking house.
Right.
It looked like he was in a, well-to-do neighborhood, because Gilroy is it's an expensive neighborhood. It's an expensive place. But I was like, fuck, what does this kid have to complain about? But if you don't know anything,
about what's going on
of
in
course,
that house,
nobody knows.
And here's another thing, we tend to blame, it's these video games. They're so violent, they're shooting people, they don't even care. Or, the parents have to work 2 jobs, and, it's mental health.
It's mental health.
And if the kid has issues, and if you're a good parent, take a parenting class. We got one right here.
It starts August 8th.
Yeah, I mean, I'm telling you, sometimes you want to think poly, right? You just not giving it. What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
Like I knew a situation where a young man was cutting himself, and one of the relatives says, "Oh, you want to cut? Yeah, come over here, and I'll cut you."
Right.
That individual stopped cutting.
End of story.
Yeah.
And
none of this.
Not that I promote spanking, but I think I just don't know, something, because I don't know. We spank, like, I have yet to see a freaking Samoan kid go into a mall and shoot up the damn place or shoot up. You don't see poly kids doing that because we'll get our ass kicked.
Right.
You'll get your ass kicked from your parents. That's what you're scared of.
Or even from other family members. Like, hey, what you doing?
Right. Like, if I see my niece, So I think that's the thing that kind of pulls me in, is that you ain't going to see no PI kids shooting up nothing, because in the back of their head is their mom or their dad with a belt or something. Sometimes I think that spanking is needed because it's freaking annoying.
Just discipline.
Just a little discipline. I think a lot of parents are so scared of their kids now.
Not to laugh, but I remember hearing other family members from Samoa when they beat their guy. I'm only doing it because I love you. Bam!
Okay.
So damn, that's some deep love.
Yeah.
And so I think there is a fine line.
There's a
between
fine
it,
line,
right?
right.
I mean, I grew up not wanting to shoot people in no damn malls.
I was too scared to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, not that it hasn't happened, and maybe it has happened, and I don't know.
Right.
But I have yet to hear of a PI person going in on some mall or somewhere. It's like, that's not going to happen because you got your ass kicked and you didn't like how it felt.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
And
you didn't like your ass kicked when you were
Yeah.
little, because
You
we
know.
are like a fine line between child abuse and
And I love you.
and I love you. Right. So I don't see it. I mean, not that it hasn't.
What
You
do you
know what
think,
I'm
Carl?
saying?
What do you think about the discipline?
I don't know. I can see both sides of it. I got all kinds of ass whoopings when I was a kid.
Yeah.
I got it with, and the funny thing is, I always considered it, culture just means what object you're getting hit with.
Right.
Whether it be a shoe or a table.
Right.
Yeah.
So I mean, but I got the shoe. I got the wooden spoon.
Oh man.
I outgrew the
Coffee
wooden spoon,
cups.
and I went to belts and extension cords.
Right.
And, like from open hand to closed hand.
Right,
The bigger
right.
you get,
On the bottom.
Yeah.
yeah, the bigger you get, the more violent the person.
The weapon is.
Right.
No,
Bigger the
I
stick
recall,
becomes.
like, I tower over my mom. I think I was like 16. She started boxing. And I started laughing. What does that do? Makes you more pissed, right? She, oh. And she picked up a broom and I said, oh shit, I shouldn't have laughed. Because she had her dukes up and hitting me in the face. And I just started laughing. Really? We're gonna box?
Yeah, here comes the equalizer.
Right. And she goes, oi. And then
So
take her out.
I had that growing up. I had a really, I saw corporal punishment
Right.
to the extreme, and I was a bad kid. I mean, I did crap that
Well, I think we all did.
and my kids never been spanked, never been hit, and those kids are better kids than I ever was.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I think that my wife and I have more emotional tools to deal with the kids.
That's always good.
That's true.
Than my parents did.
Yeah.
So I think the toolbox is bigger, so there's not the need for it. But
Yeah.
the problem I have with corporal punishment is, if there were a way for me to discipline my kid and spank my kid and do it and not be frustrated and
Right.
not be angry
Mm.
and not be doing it out of something that just happened, it probably would be a legitimate tool.
Yeah.
But if I do it when you messed up, that's teaching a kid how to deal with frustration. That's teaching the kid how to deal with anger. That's teaching the kid a whole bunch of things besides don't do what you just did.
Right.
I mean, you get that part, but then you see somebody that you role model, you respect, or you look up to, and what do they do when they get mad? What do they do when they get frustrated?
Right.
What do they do when they're sad or angry? They lash out. Well,
Exactly.
then that's going to be the way that I do it. I don't know what
Well, you turned out okay. I mean,
Yeah.
you're an upwriting kind of
Yeah,
guy.
because you're really emotionally
It's a-
connected to how you feel, how
So
you
it's just,
know.
I think it's different parenting skills.
Right.
Or I remember the first time I slapped my son on the thighs. When he was out, he started crying, and then I started crying, and then my mom was like,
Everybody's crying.
no, my mom was like, how are you gonna be a parent if you're crying and your kid's crying?
Yeah.
But it's parenting skills.
Right.
It's all of these things put together, and then it's a prayer. Like it turned out okay, and
Yeah.
your kids obviously did. I was terrible at growing up. I mean, not from my mom. I did things I shouldn't have, but there was always that belt thing behind my head, like, oh, I can't go to juvie because I'll get it worse when I get out. So
I remember
Yeah.
when I was working shoplift at Tower Records, two big Tongan kids. I mean, kids like 18, 19.
right, still
Um,
big.
Yeah, huge.
Yeah.
So we go out, and one of them fights. The other one just kind of sits there. He's upset, but
Right.
he's willing to come back. The other one fought, and it took 2 or 3 of us to get him in handcuffs. We bring him back, and so we say, "Hey, we need your parents to come down and get you." Nope, ain't giving you my parents. Nope,
Yeah,
not giving
that's
no
the
numbers,
worst,
no
right?
nothing. And we're like, I go, "Hey, I get what you're thinking. They're gonna be more mad if they got to go down to juvenile booking to
Yeah.
get you than if they have to come to Tower Records."
Right.
Both of them are just crying. So the mom comes down.
Oh my God, she must have been pissed.
The mom comes down with a cousin, not a sibling, but a cousin that is older than both the brothers that are there.
Yeah.
So she's over there talking to me apparently, and then one of my employees is like, "Man, you should have heard the conversation when you were over there with mom." I go, "Well, what was it?" And he said that the older sister, I don't know, the cousin, whatever. She was telling the older brother who didn't steal. So there was actually 3 Tongan
Right.
brothers there. That 2 stole, 1 didn't.
Right.
But the one that didn't was the oldest. And the
smart guy.
the sister or the cousin was like, "You're in more trouble than
You
the
think.
other 2 because you're supposed to be watching over
them. Right.
and you didn't steal and they did. That means you weren't paying." And then he ends up. So yeah, all these kids crying and she's crying now. It was like this
Because she
big,
knew what's going to happen.
huge emotional thing.
Right.
And the mom was like, "You ready? Let's go." And
Let's go.
she didn't do anything in the office. They walked out and they drove. I mean, I was like kind of peeking out the window. They got in the car and drove off. Nothing in
nothing.
public view.
Yeah.
Right.
But it
Oh,
was interesting
sure.
seeing the family dynamic of,
Yeah.
no, you're the oldest. You're still in trouble.
No, that's
Right.
true.
You were
I
responsible for
forgot
that.
about that. It's always the oldest one who'll get beat first.
Yeah.
Yeah, why
Yeah.
weren't you watching them?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Your responsibility.
Oh man, I love our culture.
Yeah. Yeah, I purposely, I mean, my kids get spanked, but not like as brutal as my
Yeah.
dad did to me.
Yeah.
I will never pull a machete on them.
We laugh about it, but
I know.
that shit happens.
This shit happens. And I'm not the only one, okay?
Yeah. No, man. My mother had an arsenal of.
Yeah,
Oh,
my
good
mom
stuff.
grabbed everything and anything that was
Right.
in front of
Whatever's in
her.
reach.
And
Whatever
the
was in
words,
reach.
right?
Yeah.
The words, they even hurt even more
Yeah,
sometimes. You know?
yeah.
You whatever.
Yeah, so I think with all these, but I don't know what's going on with these kids these days, you know what I mean? And they're young. They're in
And they
their
have to be
20s.
sometimes medicated. You
I think
know?
that's part of the problem is that benzos and drugs, they're so accessible. They're
Yeah.
out there.
Yeah.
And those are things that alter your reality. And it's not like the normal drugs that, we saw when we were kids. You know what I mean? Meth, coke, whatever.
No,
this is like prescription kind of, if you build up a
tolerance
benzo
or-
dependency and you can't get it.
Right.
Like that's not
Well,
like, smoking pot.
It's like when I go on Periscope, right? And I mean, I talk about all the time how I love to be on there and see random people. Everybody's dabbing, smoking, you know. There's Faika ceremonies, that people are doing. But I'm like, damn, you could just learn so much about smoking weed and dabbing and just by watching, social media. So I can imagine with the pills and everything else, like meth. Like I did not know Daly City had a very large meth problem. Because you don't see it, but that's why the Asian American Recovery Services in the Mission District is there to serve those individuals that are on meth.
Right.
And I'm like, wait, what? And, Daly City?
Right.
But, yeah, drugs are just really rampant and really alternating the thought process of a lot of our youth.
But those are where I think you see where the kids they're not the challenged inner city youth that are doing.
Right.
They're
It's a
these-
suburb kind of kids.
And
Right.
I think those are the ones that have the overprescribed parents, aunts, uncles, whatever,
Exactly.
and there's just an abundance of drugs.
I know, but what do you do? Like, they get pissed off, so do you think it's like they feel privileged? Is it?
Well,
or
first
do
of all,
you
how the
think-
hell are you going to get a gun at 20, a rifle, or whatever it is that he used to take out 20 people? And they talk about us in the hood, like people in the hood with their...
Well, El Paso, there's a good example.
Oh, well, yeah.
El Paso is a good example. Like, I've heard this, I've read this online where people said from Texas are like, see this shit happening in Texas because we all carry guns.
Yeah,
so
well,
this
yeah.
happened in Texas.
Yeah. And I did see in El Paso where this guy was, he said he can carry. And he said, this is why I carry, because of shit like this. But he didn't, during the time the shooting was going on, he didn't pull out his gun. He wanted to go get the babies. You know, he said he's seen kids running around. He was just trying to grab as many kids as he can.
Oh my God.
And so that broke my heart too. Like, and I'm glad that he didn't whip out his gun and started shooting.
Well,
He
yeah.
was concerned about the babies.
The first time I was in Florida, we were driving over. We were going to Disney World, and every truck had a gun rack. I was like,
Well, that's where I grew up in rural Northern California. Deer season,
yeah,
there was guns in every pickup truck.
Yeah.
In the parking lot.
man.
And the vice principal told us, "Hey, look, do not. This is the direction, the safety direction.
Right.
Do not have your rifle loaded. Don't bring your gun to school.
Don't have
Just
it
have it
loaded.
Do not have that thing loaded. Don't get yourself in trouble. You know, blah blah blah." But during deer season, there were guns, and I'm sure they were loaded. There were guns and rifle racks in my high
Right.
school. Nobody's shooting each other. Nobody's, it's just a
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's a
you know,
different mindset.
the guy, but like crazy people, like he's a 20-year-old, but was it his gun? You know, our gun control. Now we have the whole debate of gun control and how young, how old should you be?
Should you
how
have a
young should you
background
be?
check? Is it a
Definitely
that.
need a background check.
It's
all
so
of
hard
that.
though, because you got 18. You're 18 years old. We can stick a gun in your hand and go tell you to kill somebody overseas.
yeah?
Right.
But if you're
Yes.
18 years old and
Yes,
you
I
live here,
know.
we can't have you having a gun.
That's
Like,
true.
The government can have you carry it for them,
And go
and
kill
you can
people.
go die for it, but you can't come back and have a beer for
That's
3 more years.
Oh,
There's all
that's
kinds
true.
of
That's all very
contradictory
good.
stuff.
There's
No,
all
it's
kinds
so
of shit.
true. It's so true. And
Yeah.
look at 20 people. It's not only affected, their lives are over with, right? There's
Right.
hundreds of family members, things that they're not going to be able to do anymore or see anymore. And
Yeah.
just because of one individual that maybe was having did you say it was over a job?
Actually, no.
or-
This was not that. There was another Walmart issue where it was a disgruntled employee. I don't see that where they're saying this.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
whatever issue it is or
Whatever it
whatever
is.
reason it is, it doesn't warrant taking
They're
20
going to
people,
warrant going out
it's-
and killing innocent people.
No.
it's crazy. So there's something wrong with the system. It's something wrong with our parenting skills, or something wrong with something that needs to be addressed. And no, it's not always people of color.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times, it's these foreigners, as some people would like to think we are, but it's not. And it's these troubled youth that are living in glass houses and just all of a sudden cracked.
And we were talking about the murder rate is down.
Yeah.
Murder.
Yeah.
It's actually the safest time to live in the history of the human
In the
race.
United States. Yeah.
No, the human race, especially the United States. But we're less likely to die from violence today than at any other time in recorded history.
But I think what makes it so like it's happening everywhere is the media now.
Right.
And cameras are everywhere.
Yeah.
Where before we didn't see it because it wasn't in front of our face.
Right.
Yeah.
Now that everybody has their phones, and so
I mean,
it seems like it's
You know
everywhere.
when war became a horrible thing in the public eye was Vietnam.
Vietnam, yeah, when the
Because you could see
helicopters
it.
were going, yeah.
You could see it. They were broadcasting
I
it
remember
back, and you
those.
could see some of the horrors of war.
But the
And
pace
all
of
of a sudden,
war.
war was
Was
like, we
real.
got to stop this.
Yeah.
Like, this is crazy. That wasn't happening in World War II.
Yeah.
It wasn't happening in World War One.
Yeah.
But when you get the visuals and
From TV and
the public can actually see what's going
the
on.
news every night.
Now you're getting in a public shooting. I mean, there was a school shooting in the 1800s that killed like 50 kids. But
Wow.
you didn't. It was
Nobody read about it.
nobody read it. Who knew about it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That happens now. We're going to hear about it as it's happening.
Yeah.
We're going to start getting our Twitter feeds and start
Exactly.
getting smashed by that.
Right.
So it is much more in our eye. It's more, we
It's more
interview-
in our face.
We interview Neo. He's a great guy. He's a community guy.
Yeah.
Who wants to watch? Who's going to watch?
Right.
Listen to
Everybody
that,
wants
right?
to watch
Yeah.
blood
Somebody
and
goes down
violence.
to the
and-
ceremony mall and shoots 50 people. That's
Yeah.
gonna,
That's
immediately,
gonna put them
blow
up there, yeah.
Right,
So
right.
it's part of it's economically driven in the way that information is spread.
Right.
But
So what do you think about that? Do you think social media is obligated to put those things? Because, they can filter that stuff out, right? Facebook could say no more, showing of these shootings.
they do. They if they can find it and it's
Yeah.
actual violence ongoing,
They're gonna-
they kill it. But there's the other side of that is I should be able to know. Don't go to that mall. Like you should. I should see that on my friend's feed. I don't want to go to that the ceremony.
Well, I did the tampon thing. That's how somebody put it up there, tagged me on it, and I was like, why are they gonna tag me? Because they knew I go there to get my mani pedis, right?
Right.
And I just kind of was like freaked out, like, what, Tanfran?
Yeah, I think like
that,
alerts and things shouldn't be shut down. Maybe images, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Images, but you think about like how quickly information gets disseminated in Hawaii when they had the bombs, the incoming
bombs.
Tulsi Gabbard talks about that.
She
says,
did.
we got messages on our phone that says there are nuclear weapons inbound. This is not a drill. Seek shelter.
She did.
What?
By the way, did really good with the debate this week.
She did.
She kicked Kamala Harris's ass.
She
she didn't kick her ass.
You know
but
what? I've been watching the interviews. Kamala she's really, she's a people's person. She has a lot of good talking points, but
she does.
But Tulsi did well.
Tulsi went in on her and said, because she was like, I stand on my job as a district attorney or the state's attorney and attorney general.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And Tulsi Gabbard said, I have a concern about that record. You sent over 1,500 people to jail for possession of marijuana crimes. Right. And then when asked if you smoke marijuana yourself, you just laughed.
Yeah.
And she didn't have...
Kamala didn't have a comeback?
She didn't have a comeback.
She had a response, but it didn't address that issue.
Yeah, she didn't even answer the question, but they also asked her about someone that was on death row that could have been released, and she held on to the information that would have released him from jail, and then she was forced to release the information, and then it set that prisoner free. She didn't address that either. So I was like, oh shit.
Tulsi's got a problem. Mm-hmm. She needs to raise enough money to get to the next level.
Exactly. Was it 14,000 or?
I don't know how much she needs, but here's the thing, and here's the good thing and the bad thing. The bad thing is she may not make it to the next level. I think she'll actually crowdfund and get there for this next level.
Yeah.
Or the one after it, I don't know.
Yeah.
But the good thing is, and it puts her in this position, is she refuses to take corporate sponsorship. She will only take individual people's
money.
Yeah, donations
for
her campaign. So if Monsanto or Walmart or Yahoo or Google wants to come support her, she won't take the corporate sponsorship.
But why? If it'll get you to the next level.
She does not want to have any partisanship or ownership or be beholden
to these individual
because you think about
companies.
Obama when he was running against who was he running against? He was running against in his second term. I can't remember his face, but anyway, they had a breakdown of who received more campaign sponsorship from banks. It was the same. So there was no difference between Obama and the Republican. So no matter who got in, the banks were going to be represented no matter what.
Yeah.
The banks were like, we win no matter what.
Yeah.
That's the thing with Tulsi is what she's saying is she doesn't want.
Well, I give her credit for that. I mean,
no, and I get that, and I told her she doesn't want to be beholden to anyone, but if it's going to get you to the next level so that you can help more people, like.
Well, that's a way to think about it.
Yeah, that's how I see it, and I hear her. But I really I want her to get to the next level.
Yeah.
This is going to help her get to the next level. If you want to be president or want to, but then that's the thing about politicians. You
take sponsorship from Whole Foods or something.
Start
picking those companies that really kind of match your way of thinking. I mean, like Google and them.
You know what they need is they need a single. So this would break the two-party hold.
Yeah.
They need a single ballot primary. So just one ballot, and it's a primary, and it's nonpartisanship. So you're not picking a Republican person to represent the Republicans or a Democrat person to represent the Democrat. You have one ballot primary.
Yeah.
No partisanship. You just get on there. So if you're running for office, now you got to appeal to everybody. You can't just appeal to the left or to the right.
Right.
And then get, I don't know, if it boils down to 4 people, get the 4 people off the single ballot nonpartisan primary, and then do ranked voting after that.
Yeah.
That would, the single part, or the duopoly is what it's called. Right now it's a duopoly. You're either going to have a Democratic or a president, or you're going to have a Republican president. That's
right.
it. You're never going to have an independent.
Right.
That, a single ballot, nonpartisan primary, and then ranked voting after that would break the duopoly. But
Yeah.
nobody's going to do that.
Yeah.
Of
I
course
don't
not.
know. I know we went off subject. I'm sorry. But I
That's
just
okay.
wanted to bring up Tulsi because she
She
did
did
a
good.
bang up job.
She did good, and she was smart to go after Kamala
Yeah.
because she's one of the high-profile people. If she
Yeah.
went after Andrew Yang, everybody would have went, oh,
Who?
so
Big deal.
Yeah,
right,
she
right.
got Andrew
Like,
Yang.
Well,
Nobody
who?
cares about
Yeah.
that.
nobody
So now
cares
her
about
name's
him.
in the running.
She
so
was
everybody-
a top trending name coming out of that in Google
Yeah.
for a while. At
For
the
a
end,
minute.
I think she ended up being third, but
Yeah.
for a while she was a top trending name.
Amen.
Good
She
for
was up
Tulsi.
there. Yeah, good for her.
Let's
I
donate
hope,
to
I
her
hope she go.
campaign.
Yeah, let me win the lotto and I'll
Yeah.
support her. Because I think if it came time to vote now, that's who I would vote for.
A lot of there's not. It doesn't look like there's going to be. Otherwise, Obama came in late in 08.
Yeah,
Looks like this is it.
this is it.
And I don't think
believe
that
this
the
is it.
Republicans even have a primary race off.
Oh man,
Like,
they're
it's just
so
Trump.
It's
It's
just
just
Trump.
Trump.
It's totally just
He's
Trump.
such a-
So yeah. So if it came for when it's time to vote for the Democrats, I don't think right now, because Joe Biden, I'm not with him right now. And then Bernie Sanders, I just think he's I don't know. I just don't. I'm not feeling.
So
him.
think about, here's what the crazy thing that happened in 2016 is the Democrats rigged their primary so that their candidate would be the candidate. They don't want Bernie Sanders.
Mhm.
They wanted
Right.
Hillary.
Yeah.
The Republicans, on the other end, didn't want Trump as their representative, and he still somehow won.
Right.
And the Democrats lost.
I know.
The Republicans won, and they I would call cheated or rigged it. So
Yeah.
Hillary would be their nominee,
hmm
and the Republicans are on the other end. They didn't want Trump until the very end,
Yeah.
and he ends up winning. 2020 is going to be a zoo.
It's gonna be crazy. I'm looking forward to the zoo.
Me too. I am.
I'm looking forward to the zoo. Well, you know what? It's past 12 o'clock.
That's okay.
Hey, great
That's
show.
all right.
Great
Yeah,
show.
it was a good show. We gonna call it a day.
Take us home,
We're
Nikki.
gonna call it a day. So thank you for listening to the Faika podcast. Please follow us on all social media outlets. Download our app, our Faika app. If you're unable to download it, then I will post the link after the show. Also follow us on Poly by Design's YouTube page so you can watch us. Maybe
Live.
not. Maybe. So thank you for tuning in. We are here every Sunday. Have a great week, and we'll check in with you next Sunday. Come back to FICA with us.